Hello, hockey fans. How's everyone doing? There was a ton of hockey on Saturday and some really good hockey. It did us pretty good, actually. The best bet, Winnipeg, they came through and ended LA's winning streak. The parlay of Minnesota and Dallas, both of those hit. So the parlay hit, which was nice. And then the Rangers hit, but the Devils missed. So we did get that parlay incorrect. We split those games. But all in all, it was pretty good. The best bet record goes to 7-10, current 2-game winning streak there. Overall picks go to 70 and 43. And then the parlays go to 8-19. Sunday, November the 14th, 2021, there are 6 games on the board, so let's make some picks. First one, we've got Calgary taking on Ottawa. Ottawa, 2-7-1, current 1-game winning streak. Anton Forsberg listed to be in net for the Senators. Calgary has Markstrom back in net. They're 5-2-3 with an overtime decision. Back-to-back hockey here for the Senators. Just played Pittsburgh. They surprised a ton of people. 6-3 win for Pittsburgh. They were 2 for 3 on the power play. The captain, Brady Tkachuk, with a couple goals in his last 5. Batherson with 3 assists. Ottawa, I think they may have some pieces back, but they're still missing a lot of pieces. They need more from their goaltending as well. They're close to the bottom when it comes to goals against. And then they're playing this Calgary team that has lost 5 of their last 6 now. Friday was close when they played Toronto, but Toronto edged it out and won in overtime. Flames played a hard-hitting game, scored the first goal of the game. Just too much. The Leafs were just too much. They couldn't do it. Senators might be a different story. You know the Senators are going to put up a fight. They always put up a good game. But I think Calgary should be able to win this game on a back-to-back Ottawa team that is still depleted very, very badly, missing too many pieces. This is going to be the first of 2 games that these teams will play. Moneyline Calgary has favored at 1.6. Ottawa, the home dog, at 2.45. Over-under set at 5.5. I like the visiting Calgary team here at 1.6 to win the game. That's my first pick. Second game, another Alberta team, Edmonton taking on St. Louis. St. Louis has Binnington listed to be in net. I think he's confirmed, actually. They're 5-3-2 with a current 1-game losing streak. Edmonton has Mikko Koskinen to be in net. They're 7-3-0, also coming off a loss. Blues fell out of first place in the Central after losing 3-2 to Carolina Saturday, and other teams picking up some W's. Blues have lost 3 of their last 4. Tarasenko tied the game at 2 apiece in the third, but with very little time left, the Canes netted the winner. Blues were 1 for 4 on the power play. Kyrou leading the Blues with 5 points in his last 5. And, I mean, St. Louis just needs some more production. They need some guys to step up. They got to get some more goals. There's no other way to look at it. Another tough game ahead here playing this Edmonton Oilers team where Draisaitl leads the team with 11 points in his last 5, 7 of those being goals, and McDavid's not far behind him. Oilers also off a loss to Buffalo, surprisingly. Buffalo playing some decent hockey. Buffalo won the game 3-2 on Friday. Oilers outshot the Sabres 35-23. They were 2 for 6 on their power play and still ended up losing. Oilers have a very good season underway, though. Power play, they're sitting in first at 42.5%. First in goals for, second in the penalty kill, and they got the best goal differential at +16 in the Western Conference. Yet they're the visiting dog here at 1.95. Pretty split, actually. 1.86 for St. Louis at home. So slightly visiting dog. Not a great big visiting dog. I like Edmonton, another Alberta team to take the victory here and get a W. Edmonton to win the game. Third game, we've got Montreal against Boston. Boston has Linus Ullmark confirmed to be in net, I believe. 6-4-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. Montreal 3-5-2 with an overtime decision. Sam Montembeault listed to be in net for the Canadiens. Atlantic matchup here. Both teams in back-to-back action as well. Boston off a 5-2 win over New Jersey. They played an early game on Saturday. The Canadiens hard-fought 3-2 overtime loss to Detroit. It was a good bounce-back game for Boston after they had that 5-3 loss to Edmonton. They outshot the Devils 36-29. They were 1 for 2 on the power play. Marchand with a pair of goals, 9 points in his last 5 games. Bruins also proving to be a very, very strong home team with a 5-1 home record right now. And Montreal's loss to Detroit was kind of a back and forth game. Canadians scored the first goal, then they fell behind, then they rallied to tie it, and then Detroit ended up getting the winner. Dylan Larkin, I believe, was the one who scored the winner. Montreal called up Caden Primeau. I think Jake Allen was injured in Saturday's game. Suzuki leading the club with 5 assists and 4 goals in his last 5. Montreal, big visiting dog here at 2.75. Boston favored heavy at 1.47. On the puck line, -1.5 though, 2.25, which is definitely intriguing. Boston to win the game. Next game, New Jersey against the New York Rangers. Bit of a rivalry here. Alex Gorgaev listed to be in net for New York. They're 6-2-2 with a current 2-game winning streak. New Jersey has Mackenzie Blackwood in net. They're 5-3-2 with a current 1-game losing streak. Metropolitan Division matchup here. Division is spreading out a little bit, which is nice to see. Rangers in third, winning their 2nd straight on Saturday against Columbus when they won that game 5-3. Before that, a 4-3 victory over Florida. Some good wins. Goalies were busy Saturday. There was 77 shots between both teams. Panarin with a couple goals, Kreider with 2. 1 for 2 on the power play. It was a really good hockey game, actually. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I did watch a portion of it. Not sure to what extent Shesterkin was injured. I mean, Coach Gallant after said that he went into concussion protocol, but he was cleared. He could have went back in, so it shouldn't be a big deal. The Devils, they sit 3 points behind the Rangers, coming off a 5-2 loss to Boston early on Saturday. New Jersey 0 for 3 on the power play, outshot 36-29. Before that loss to Boston, though, they had a nice 3-game little win streak going on. This is the first of 4 games. I think this is going to be a really good game to watch. If you guys want to pick one game to watch, this might be the one. I think it could be a really, really good game. New Jersey visiting dog at 2.3. New York favored at home at 1.66. Over-under set at 6, so they're expecting some goals. I like the visiting dog here in New Jersey. I think they could hand the Rangers a loss. That's the way that I looked at the numbers. New Jersey's going to win the game. That's my pick. Upset there. Pittsburgh and Washington, the next game. Washington 5-2-3 with a current 3-game winning streak. I think Samsonov is going to be in net for this game. Pittsburgh has Tristan Jarry confirmed to be in net. They're 3-4-3 with a current 1-game losing streak. Friday, the Capitals won their 3rd straight when they played Columbus, and they won 4-3. Ovechkin with his 12th goal of the season, a total of 24 points now. I mean, he leads in all categories in the last 5 games. Points, goals, assists, plus minus. It doesn't matter. It's all Ovechkin. But it's being backed up with some good goaltending and some good defensive play. I mean, they're 4th when it comes to goals against. So they're playing really good hockey. Pittsburgh trending in the absolute opposite direction. And they're going to be frustrated after being doubled up by a depleted Ottawa team, 6-3. And losing 6 of the last 8. Last in place in power play, sitting in a single digit at 9.1%. This is the first of 4 games that these teams are going to play. Pittsburgh's the dog at 2.45. Washington favored at 1.6. And you got to like Washington here. Favorite home team, Washington, to win the game. Last one, Vancouver against the Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim has Gibson listed to be in net. They're 6-1-3. Current 6-game winning streak, which I believe is the longest in the league right now. Vancouver is 3-6-1, current 2-game losing streak. Jaroslav Halak listed to be in net for the Canucks. On Thursday, the Ducks traveled to Seattle and handed the Kraken a 7-4 loss. Troy Terry with 11 goals now after adding a couple in that Seattle game. Getzlaf with 3 assists in that game. Gibson wasn't his best, but it was good enough. Stopping 21 of 25. The Ducks are 5th in power play at 26.5%, 4th in goals for. So they got some good offense going and playing, again, some good hockey. Vancouver coming off their 2nd straight bad loss, played a late game on Saturday, so back-to-back here. But they lost to Vegas 7-4. Before that, a 7-1 loss to Colorado. So some problems there. Vancouver, they outshot Vegas 43-38. They won 61% of the puck drop battle. Demko wasn't a good game for Demko. They even had a 2-0 early lead, and that was early in the first period, but obviously Vegas was just too much. This will be the second of a 4-game series between these two. The Ducks, they won the first match on November 9th, 3-2. Vancouver, odds are fairly split here. Vancouver 2.05, a slight dog. Anaheim at home favored at 1.8. and the over-under set at 5.5. I like the Ducks here, home team, to win the game. So what I'm going to do for Sunday, besides watch some football, best bet, I'm actually going to go, which might surprise some of my viewers if you watch me, but Calgary. Calgary is my best bet at the money line, 1.57. I'm going to do 2 parlays. I'm going to go Boston puck line -1.5 at 2.25, and I'm going to do that with the New Jersey dog money line, visiting dog 2.3. Parlay those two together, and then I'm going to go Washington and Anaheim, both on the money line, 1.6 and 1.8. I'm going to try an over-under again. I'm going to go Vancouver and Anaheim over 5.5. It pays 1.95, so I see some value there. Regular picks: Anaheim to beat Vancouver, Washington to beat Pittsburgh, New Jersey to beat the Rangers, Boston to beat Montreal, and then 2 Alberta teams, Edmonton to beat St. Louis, and Calgary to beat Ottawa. Hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday. Wrap up the weekend, watch some football, watch some hockey. Take care. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.